I just got a message from somebody. Jeff
Yep, you
Ryman's
did.
got his
Yep, you
audio
did.
going.
Have you seen that?
Got my audio going. I have to go check out the message, Chris. I'm
Fixed.
trying to get the. Yeah, I had mine on too. And yep, I have camera. I have terrible lighting again. I'll try to get that fixed tomorrow. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Sunday night, March 16th, 2025. Oh, it's a sad day here in Indiana. Indiana didn't make the NCAA, and apparently they're going to turn down the NIT, and apparently they're going to turn down the attempt to win the first annual 14 playoff, I think it is, or 18 out in Las Vegas called the Crown Invitational or something like that. Shows you how much I have interest in it. I haven't even really researched it. Um,
Hmm.
kind of couple stumpers today that made the tournament. There were two teams that made it that had the worst rating than Indiana did, but yet they made the tournament. And be interesting to find out the logic behind that. But I'm the only one that's interested in that, so we'll move on.
Well,
Um,
I saw an article where they were looking at several teams that got passed over that had better records than some of the teams that made it. Indiana wasn't the only one.
no, 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 no. There were two or three that I'm aware of, um, and I'm sure it plays a little bit of a factor in it, but a member of the um, selection selection committee is the athletic director at North Carolina, and oddly enough, North Carolina made the tournament, but yet their Ken Palm record is what they base things off of nowadays was worse than Indiana, and the CBS broadcast people made sure that that point got made several times.
Yeah.
So, um, I mean, I seriously didn't expect him. Um,
Kitty was the right word, perhaps. Maybe somebody didn't put enough money in the kitty.
yeah, yeah, Chris, I'll discuss your message after the show's over. As soon as there we go, I am back. I think this is it. Um, been a lazy day. I spent the afternoon with my grandkids. They come over to visit, which was a pleasant surprise. It wore Grandpa out, though. I will tell you that, though. Believe me, it was fun. I just don't have the energy to chase little kids around anymore like I used to be able to do.
I know that feeling.
Tony Wallow was first in chat at 7:09. Greg Guy was second, making his spaghetti with onion, peppers, and garlic bread dinner. One Fish 26 was third. Rick Lakes was fourth. Jess was fifth. Susanna Morgan, proud single mother, was sixth, and that catches us up with chat. Now, if I could find Zoom, that'd be a pretty good miracle going on right now. I did get some things accomplished earlier in the day. We'll go over that tonight. I was talking to Brian on the phone about the genealogy stuff when the grandkids showed up, and that was the rest of my day. Ghetto Fortnite says hello over in chat. Hello, Ghetto. Let's do it this way. There is no speaker bot right now. There is no streamer bot right now, as I forgot to start it before the show started. Um, darn. Maybe I should put this on pause and go fire them up, huh? Not seeing John Williams yet, though. I hope he's okay. Haven't heard anything from him all day. Not that we talk daily or anything like that, but I figured he would send me an email because of Wisconsin's um, placement in the NCAA tournament. Nope, no emails from him, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Could be a
A lot of
Sunday.
teams are not accepting things like the NIT anymore. Since they expanded the NCAA so much, the quality of the play in the NIT has dropped
Oh yeah, yeah.
significantly. And some of the teams who could raise the quality up a little bit are saying, no, thank you.
Wintermute joins us over in the chat, and he's trying to streamer bot, speaker bot that will be up and running in just a few short minutes. As again, I forgot to start him. I sure hope I went in and cleared everything out. I don't think I did, so probably too late now to do that. We'll see. And they both should be running. If somebody would like to give a speaker bot command and see if it's working. But then again, maybe not. Have I lost? There we go. Yep. Came across there. And go back over here. John Williams is in the stream. Hello, John. Congratulations to your Badgers on the right hand. And I'm sorry they couldn't beat Michigan this afternoon. I really kind of thought they would beat Michigan today. But they got a good tournament pick,
John
so
Williams said hello, everyone.
It should be all right. I was a little bit bummed Indiana didn't make it, but even if they did, they might have gotten. I think they were going to be in a play-in game to be either the 11th or what's the other seed that heads the play-in? 12th maybe or 10th. I can't remember. Kind of hard to keep up with that, but they probably wouldn't have won that. The only way they win that is if it's held in Indiana. Even Bloomington is not the sacred place to play like it used to be, so to speak. But I mean, it's good. They had a good season. I'm kind of looking forward to moving on next year and see what's going on next year with them. Hopefully, they get a decent coach in there that understands today's game and understands the NIL, and we can be competitive again. We'll see. Hey, Chris. Ghetto Fortnite says he just saw something. I don't know what he just saw, but he says Badgers are playing Denver. Aren't they a 3 seed? I believe Wisconsin got a 3 seed out of all that. I'm pretty sure. I think it was 3. He said, "Hi Chris, I just saw it." So I get to have my Doug Betts moment here and go, I have no idea what he's talking about. Now, Brian and I were talking about some things further down the road with the genealogy that I want to do, but apparently can be done. So we're going to get together when he's back on the Zoom and probably make a breakout room and be there for days and hours on end. No, I don't know how long it's going to take. Other than that, I don't really have anything. Been pretty much a lazy day today. We rechecked the passport, still sitting in San Antonio. Of course, I didn't expect it to be updated. I honestly expect it to be here this week, and we're not going to. The update's going to show it's still sitting in San Antonio, but I do feel like it'll be here this week. I don't know, just a feeling I've got. Yeah, that's okay. John just put in the chat. He's sorry that Indy didn't make the big dance. They would have probably been 1, maybe 2. If they were a playing game, they probably would have won that. And then much past that, I don't know. I wouldn't put much faith in them doing anything. Let me get the mouse off of Zoom because it's showing up over on the stream. Don't want that. I just noticed something about my desk. I got electrical tape. I got black electrical tape on my black desk for some reason, and it's about a foot and a half to 2 feet in length. So apparently I put it there to cover something up way back when. I have no idea. I've had this desk for a very, 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 very long time. It's time to upgrade it. But the chair will be the first thing I update because this thing is so weird about. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, I'm 3 inches off the floor.
Princess, go scratch it out for him then. Free has excuse to change it out.
Do what?
I told Princess come over and scratch it up for you.
John Williams said hello,
It's
Tony.
actually in really good shape. It just the piston doesn't stay where it's supposed to, and I sit down and I slowly, sometimes it's a very slow thing, and sometimes it's just really to the floor pretty quick. Every now and then, once it starts the thing, I just hit the lever and go ahead and do it and get it out of the way because it's going to do it eventually anyway. And I don't know how pronounced it is over the camera when it starts doing it. To me, it's pretty pronounced, but again, I don't know how the camera picks it up.
Well, the chair I'm in came with the house when we bought it in 2016. It was so bad, the previous owner didn't want it. And here I am still sitting in it. Its problem is that every once in a while, the back will lock and you can't lean back at all.
I haven't even tried that with this chair. My son gave it to me. Been a while back now, and he said it's got some problems. And in the beginning, it was fine. I don't want to lean it back because if I lean it back, it may stay back permanently, and then I'll be doing the stream, looking up at the ceiling, and that's not go. Ghetto said, Chris said hi to me. Yeah, so okay, that's cool.
John
Thank you,
Williams
Ghetto.
said hello, Greg Guy.
Hello, Greg Guy. I still need to get a better picture of Greg. Speaking of Greg, is Greg here? I see Rich, I see Sam, I see Bill, I see Jeff. Sin. Hello, Sin. Darren's here, and Chris and Max are here. I do not see Greg. He's probably eating his spaghetti dinner.
You say he's making a second helping or something.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
John Williams said subscribe.
I was considering getting a Subway dinner tonight, but I even forego that. And I'll go in there and scrounge later on tonight and find something to eat. I'm sure we got something somewhere.
Well, PA is getting a bunch of thunderstorms through the.
I heard that. We got rain off and on today. We had no thunderstorms today at all. It kind of thought about raining this afternoon when I was taking her to and from work, but it never did develop into anything of any major threat or anything. Very little of accumulation. In fact, due to the temperature at one time, there was snow intermixed in the rain, but it was never going to develop anything because it was too warm. And I have not looked at the weather app for the rest of the week. I know it's not going to be all that comfortable like it was Wednesday, Thursday this past week at 77 degrees, which was nice. In fact, taking her to work, I said, the temperature is 40 degrees cooler right now than it was when I played golf the other day. It was 77 when I played the other day, and it was 37 today. And you could tell it.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad weather around. You've been through Flagstaff,
John Williams,
of course,
it is currently
Flagstaff,
33.1 degrees
got a bunch of
Fahrenheit,
snow in that weather
0.6 degrees
system that passed
Celsius,
through.
and clear in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've been stuck in Flagstaff when it snowed more than once, more than I care to remember, actually.
I have never been stuck there, but I've sneaked through twice before the snow got bad.
Yeah, the worst one that I had was when I got stuck on the highway when they, how they drop their arms to prevent traffic from getting on. Yeah, I didn't get fortunate or think about getting off the exit previous that had a truck stop where I could have went in and been inside and kept warm. I actually was on the highway, and they have them across the highway too. They shut the road down.
I know.
Yeah, next Tuesday we're supposed to be 67 and cloudy. Rain's coming back in on Wednesday, and then we're into the 50s for our high. Rain's predicted a week from tomorrow and a week from Tuesday. So I think spring may be here, which is fine as long as we don't get any of that white stuff. I can tolerate the rain. I mean, I've played golf in the rain. Yes, I have played golf in the rain. More times than I care to remember.
By the time the storms got here, it wasn't as bad.
Paulzilla 911 trademark said good morning.
Just some thunder and lightning and all that and rain, so.
Paulzilla joins us all the way from, don't tell me, let me play Doug, Australia, I believe, maybe, I don't know. Go ahead and tell me.
He's not.
I don't know what the high was here today.
No, he's from Iceland, I believe. I think he's from Iceland. When you said that, maybe put a one.
No.
Yeah, he's from a good chunk of distance away. Put a one in chat. All right, Paul, break the tie here. Where are you from? Have to remind us again.
I've never really
John
talked with
Williams
anybody
said
from
we were
Iceland.
supposed to get thunderstorms and heavy rain, and it barely got the ground wet.
Well, I wish I could say that. It got the ground wet. Here we go. English. Hello. I think what no, actually there was no baby talk with the kids today whatsoever. It was all good conversations. North Carolina
Paulzilla
for now.
911
Okay.
trademark
Well,
said
who
North
was here the other
Carolina for
night that
now.
was from a different country? I know someone was here from elsewhere. We got new fingerprints on the TV, which is fine with me. That's kind of a cool thing. We still have fingerprints from a year ago from the grandkids being over here. Now we have new ones. They kind of want to follow along with the cartoon they were watching, which was not Clifford the Big Red Dog, not SpongeBob. I'll think of it in a minute. Peppa Pig is what they were watching.
Okay. That used to be popular here. Now there's a new one.
Paulzilla
It's not on
911
PBS,
trademark said
but
I was
it's
checking
on
Icelandic
some of
weather
the
that
other
night
kids'
lol.
channels about zombies, cartoon zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he was checking the weather in
One fish
Icelandic.
26. It is
Okay.
currently 7.2 degrees Celsius, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and clear in Grindavik, Iceland.
I don't know what the high was here today. Out in my hallway, outside my office here, it's still 77, and I haven't had the heat on.
Yeah, our heater actually did kick
And
on
it's
earlier.
73 outside here right now at 7:15.
All those in favor of the waiting room?
John Williams, it is currently 33.1 degrees Fahrenheit,
Is the sun still
0.6
up? It's a
degrees
little after
Celsius,
7,
and
right?
overcast in
No, it's
Indianapolis,
dark out, I
Indiana.
think.
Is it? Okay.
It just went down.
Wintermute votes to put you in the waiting room.
It didn't say moonrise is
Paulzilla
9:22.
911
which is a
trademark.
couple
It is
hours yet.
currently minus 19.9 degrees Celsius, minus
High
3.8
tomorrow is
degrees Fahrenheit,
supposed to
and
be
partly
in the
cloudy in
60s
Yellowknife,
a day
Canada.
or two. So
That is cold. Anything below 32 degrees is cold.
by
One fish 26. It is
26,
currently
it's
minus
supposed to hit
5.7 degrees
88
Celsius,
For your
21.7
daily
degrees
high?
Fahrenheit,
Yep.
and light snow
Yeah.
in
I mean,
Swift
that's
Current,
quite a ways
Canada.
out, so
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to the summer and the warmer weather for many reasons. Primarily, I want to see where my golf game goes. Of course, I probably had that 1 in a million fluke golf game the other day when I was 3 over par, and it'll never happen again this year. I'll probably go back to reality where I'll be plus 18, plus 19, plus 26. It's golf. I mean, what can I say? It's golf. You have a good day, and then reality sets in. All right, I think. Bill, are you not a co-host? I thought I made you a co-host before I left earlier today.
No, I had to reset the system.
Oh, okay. All right.
I went to Golden Corral today.
Actually
Paulzilla
sounds pretty
911
good,
trademark said
Chris.
subscribe,
I'm getting
subscribe.
ready to eat. Don't anybody disturb me.
Well, it looks good. You got enough for everybody?
I got enough for me.
Yeah.
10 hours is pretty good.
Do what, Chris?
Our Golden Corral is pretty good.
Yeah, we've got one, I don't know, 3 miles up the street. It depends on the day of the week and the time of the day that you go, and it's tolerable. And then there's other times it's really pretty good, but
When
we're
we
trying
lived
not
in
to eat out.
I brought my mother something home for lunch. She didn't eat it all, and I had the rest of it for supper.
When we lived in Aiken, South Carolina, the Golden Corral there was pretty good. With the increase in the prices and the quality I've experienced, tried it twice here in Vegas, I'm not going back.
I think we said that the last time we ate this one over here. We used to eat the one in Terre Haute, Indiana all the time when we lived in Charleston. the one in Terre Haute was a good place to stop at, kind of sort of middle, halfway in between our house and everyone's house here. So we would plan our early trips to have breakfast there and then go on, and then we would go from for dinner every now and then we forgot one night. Illinois is on Central Standard Time, and Indiana's on Eastern Standard Time, or now Daylight Time, I guess. And we looked at the clock one night and said, "Oh yeah, they close at like 9, I think it is. We have plenty of time." Well, we had forgotten about the time difference, and when we got to Indiana, it was closed. So I forget where we ended up eating at that. I think Steak and Shake. I think we actually went to Steak and Shake. I will never eat another. You could not pay me enough money to eat at a Steak and Shake. It was bad. Let's just go with that. Long Dog is in the chat room. He said, "I'd be here." Hello, Long Dog.
Trying to
Steak
think
and
of the
Shake
last
used to be
time I
good
was at a
here.
Steak and Shake, and I can't remember. It may have been in Knoxville, and it was not good.
Yeah. Yeah. Do what,
Ours
Chris?
used to be good, but they closed it.
They closed a KFC here in our town, and it's I'm going to say it is about 2 3/4 miles away. It sits at the County Line Road 135 is where it's set, where it used to sit. They closed it down, stripped the building of all the KFC identifiers. Apparently those buildings have wraps on them. That's not paint. Apparently it's wraps. Either that or they painted over it. I'm not sure which. And that's been a good 9 months now that that's been closed. But I knew something was going on with them because we stopped there one night year and a half ago, and what we ordered and what we finally got were two different things. And it took 3 people. I kid you not, it took 3 people to get our order. And we just wanted a bucket of chicken and a drink. So we never went back. We have a Popeyes that's right across the street from the golf course, which, hey, I like that, but it's horrible. They keep going through management, and it's horrible. So anyway, yes, Jeff.
The
Popeyes is not doing good. Ours closed.
the KFC that I like to go to, which was right by the Smiths I use, just all of a sudden shut down, and I was getting good service and good food there. And there's another one about as close, but I have never liked it. Anyway, the KFC that closed, and about 4 months later, it reopened as a Popeyes. Not under the same management, obviously, but they quickly reused the
Long
building.
Dog says, "Isn't the supply of chicken to make their food in short supply?" Just curious. I think I honestly don't know. I think what I see is there's a short supply of eggs. I haven't heard anything about chickens
Well,
themselves.
it is short. The frozen chicken stuff like nuggets and fingers and all that in the
Right.
Smith is in very short supply right now. They, in fact, have removed a whole row, I don't know, 6 feet wide and several shelves of it in the frozen foods aisle.
Yeah. Paul Zillow said McDonald's is trash. Agreed. And
Yeah.
that's everywhere. Agreed. And the only thing that's good is their diet water. Agreed. Because we stopped at McDonald's for the first time in a long time the other night and got a large Diet Coke. And I kid you not, I don't think it was Diet Coke. Mrs. Case swore up and down it was, but it did not taste diety to me. Not that I'm the expert, but again, I could be. Long Dog says I've not found round chicken patties that are round. That's not chicken patty. That's prepared meat.
McDonald's breakfast is okay to me.
Well, Jeff, you have El Polo Loco still, don't you?
Oh,
Locally?
yeah. And the one I go to, it's pretty good. I go there
Is
a
it?
lot because I get flyers in the mailbox, and I can reuse the coupon since it's a self-service thing where you order.
Yeah.
The McDonald's, the only thing I've ever liked there in the last few years has been the coffee. And I don't know about the one here when we lived in Aiken. The one there had really good coffee. I would go by there in the morning just to get a coffee.
Yeah, and that depends on the time of the day with McDonald's coffee. And you're right. At times, their coffee could be really, really good. Square Fish is also unavailable. Yeah, it's because the Square Fish population died out, Long Dog.
Yeah.
They weren't doing so well.
Yeah, the one thing I liked at McDonald's in Aiken, the one near us, is where about once every 6 weeks, the cop shop there would sponsor a morning coffee that you could go and speak with the cops.
Oh, really?
And we got free coffee. If you want anything else, you had to pay for it. So that was an interesting thing to go to. I enjoyed that.
Can imagine. Can imagine. All right, let's wrap it up. We're at 10:26. A little bit of a overtime show tonight, which was not bad. I kind of would like to get back to a 30-minute show if we had decent conversation like we had tonight. And the Zoom conversation afterwards last night was absolutely good. I actually learned some things. It was good having Sin and Jeff, and I think Jeff Pearl got in on a couple times as well. So that was fun. And speaking of Sin, welcome Zen. Zen. Oh, good God. Get in the show. Gonna learn how to speak English. We'll see if this is gonna work. No promises. We'll see. Beat you to it, John. By the way, I'm the only one that can still trigger it. Look at that. I got 3 in a row. Myself, John Williams, and Wintermute. I'll shut up so it can play. Oh, wait, there's still no music. Paul jumps in on the speak English. Paul would fit right in with the Zoom homies. Ski Man says thanks. Or no, he says exclamation X. I did get a couple things I wanted to
one
get
that's
done.
exclamation XXX.
Yeah, and then
Ken Stout Live said goodbye, Ken.
What a thought that gives me. But oh, look at that. It did pick everybody up. Fantastic. I like it.
What's wrong? It's working tonight.
I know. Well, I remembered I actually cleared OBS out earlier today. I was doing some things and I remembered to go into the text file in OBS and clear it out. And then I couldn't remember if I went in and cleared out the speaker bot portion of it, which I didn't. And I did that and it apparently worked. Yeah, see now everything's going to be stacked up, it looks like. So Wintermute said night. I'm trying to see, there's 1, 2, there should be a great guy coming up. And then there should be the clocks and Zoom coming back up here in a moment. That for some reason is sticking
Paulzilla
around.
911 trademark said speak Engrish lol.
There we go.
Skip some.
Oh, Long Dog, you're good. Don't worry about being on time. I was late tonight. The well-oiled machine sometimes is not working. Thank you, John. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully on, if Doug has a show, Doug's. If Doug doesn't do a show, I may or may not cover for him. And they just popped up on OBS and they popped up over there. So thank you everyone on YouTube for being here. And like an unprinted document. Yeah, let's get a hold of Doug for printer issues. Also want to thank everybody
Paulzilla
on Zoom.
911 trademark said have a great night, y'all.
Thank you, Paul. You as well. I want to thank Rich and Sam and Bill and Jeff and Sin and Ghetto, who's got a Pittsburgh Penguin shirt. That's waiting room material right there, by golly. Pittsburgh Penguin shirt. I tell you, don't we know it? Great guy, Darren Gilholm and Chris Garrett. Thank you, guys. Ending the stream, and as soon as I go find out how to do it.